The government has officially shut down once again. And a lot of people are wondering, does this mean that the housing market is going to come to a stop as well? This is actually a pretty big event, so I thought I would make a video on this and talk about the government shutdown and what it means for real estate, or what it could mean. First of all, let's look at the big picture, which is the length of the shutdown. If the shutdown only lasts for a couple of days or up to a week, most likely we're not really going to feel anything at all. There might be some minor delays, but other than that, the transactions are going to continue just as they were. But if it's going to drag on, if the shutdown lasts for a couple of weeks or over a month, then we might start running into some major problems. There's 3 reasons why. Number 1 is flood insurance. If you're buying a home in a flood zone, your lender is almost always going to require flood insurance. And the main program that provides flood insurance is backed by the federal government. It's called the National Flood Insurance Program, or NFIP for short. And during a shutdown, this program basically freezes. No renewals, no new policies, everything comes to a grinding halt. The only real workaround is private flood insurance, but the problem is, many of these lenders will not accept private insurers. Reason number 2 is government-backed loans. So if you're using FHA, VA, or USDA for financing, parts of the process in these loans requires actual people in an office to review the paperwork and approve it. But when there's a government shutdown, these workers are temporarily laid off. While some loans might still be able to squeak through, things like a VA certificate or USDA approval will take much longer. And of course, the longer the shutdown lasts, the more of a backlog there will be. So even once the government resumes operation, that doesn't mean you're going to get your papers anytime soon. It might still take a while for them to sort out all of that backed up work. Reason number 3 is income and identity checks. When you buy a home, your lender has to double check your income with the IRS, or it has to check your social security number with the Social Security Administration. Both of these programs are run by the government. So when there's a shutdown, everything really slows down or completely stops. When this happens, most lenders are going to choose to put everything on pause until the government resumes. Although, some lenders might choose to move forward with the loan process if enough paperwork was signed before the shutdown was implemented. Now, let's talk about what this actually means if you're in the process of buying or selling a home during this shutdown. If you're a buyer, there's 4 things you should keep in mind. Number 1, don't panic. Homes are still selling, but do anticipate some delays. Number 2, if you're getting a VA or FHA loan, make sure you order everything early. The appraisals, the certificates, insurance quotes, get all of that started as soon as possible. Number 3, ask your lender about backup options if something doesn't go as planned. For example, the flood insurance. Do they accept private flood insurance companies? And number 4 is to talk to your real estate agent and make sure they add more time into the contracts so that you're still able to meet your deadlines even if the process gets delayed. Now, if you're a seller, there's 2 things that you should keep in mind. Number 1 is to be flexible with your timelines, especially if you're working with somebody that's using government-backed loans. The shutdown might slow them down considerably at no fault of their own. And number 2 is to talk to your real estate agent and make sure that they put clear language into the contract about extensions. How long are you willing to wait for somebody if they are really delayed? If you talk about this ahead of time, then there's less chances that you're going to be caught off guard if there really is some delays that happen down the road. Now, I also have some good news for you, and that is, we've been here before. In 2013, we had a government shutdown that lasted 16 days, and in 2018, we had our longest shutdown, which lasted 35 days. And the good news is, the housing market did not collapse. Closings eventually caught up, and the effect on the real estate market was more of an inconvenience than a disaster. Another interesting piece of information is about investors. Whenever there's a government shutdown, sometimes investors get a little nervous and they start to invest into government bonds. And when that happens, there's a chance that interest rates might actually drop for a little bit. So ironically, a government shutdown might actually help you lock in a better rate. So in summary, a government shutdown is not going to stop real estate in its tracks, but it will cause a traffic jam in the transactions. So plan accordingly, and hopefully this government shutdown will not last too long. And if you're in the real estate market right now while this is happening, please leave a comment in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you're seeing out there right now. And if you're still here and not in the comment section below, let me share something interesting with you that I learned recently. I discovered how Thanos got that mark on his chin. Here, check it out. And if you don't know who Thanos is, let me leave you with a brain teaser instead.